Ever wondered what the Mayan calendars really mean and what they say about the end of the world? Don't wonder anymore. Two lovely ladies are here to explain it all and probe the general public for what they know about the mysterious Mayans.
I'm Veronica Myers, and I have a PhD in Mayan Studies and Ethnography.
My name is Shimish Martin, and I am a New Age spiritualist and honorary shaman. So the most important Maya calendar is the Tolscan calendar, also known as the dreamscape calendar. This has 260 days, 13 months. So it's used for divination and tracking birthdays, and is a sacred calendar of Hunabku. My birthday, right there. And it also predicted this moment right here. It predicted all sorts of catastrophes throughout the history of the world.
Another calendar that the Mayans had was the Hab calendar. It consisted of 365 days. They had 18 named months of 20 days, which equaled 365 days, and then had an extra month of 5 days. My birthday is on the Hab, which is there, right there. That's my month. The Mayans also called the Hab calendar the solar calendar or the vague calendar. Why?
So the Tolscan
And the Hab calendar
make the round calendar. The Tolscan never ends.
But they start on the same point. But it takes 52 years to get all back around.
And that is when the apocalypse hits. December 23rd, 2012. The tune is very important too, because we use that for the long count. And the long count is super important because you use that to track the end of the world. So you're going to take 18 months that they have minus 9, and then you get 9. 9 is very important because that is the steps, how many steps it takes to get to the underworld. So you're going to take 9 minus 2. That equals 7. 7 is the amount of gods they have. Super important number. These are also the number of spiritual levels you can have. So 7 plus 6 equals the most important number of all, 13. This is the number, this is the date of the end of the world. And 13 is a super important number because that's the number of the mind. Okay, so you see the 13 is important because you have 2 of each, first day, first night, second day, second night. So all of these plus the 7th day equal 13, the end of the world. And then the 9 is important because there are still 9 steps going up to the top of the Great Pyramid. So do you know who the Mayans are?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate just how much you know about them?
Ancient people of Mexico, they were really advanced in their time, but they mostly, I don't really know how, but they mostly their whole system kind of collapsed, and now they don't, the whole culture doesn't really exist anymore, but there's still some Mayan dialects spoken.
The Mayans were actually very spiritual people. They prayed to many gods, and they actually left us clues as to what to do in the next world. Do you know anything about the Mayan calendars?
Not specifically, no.
You haven't heard anything about any of them?
Well, I mean, I've heard all the theories about 2012, but I don't know anything in particular. Yeah.
Well, actually, they have 3 calendars. There's the Hab, the Tzolk'in, the Tune, and then there's also the calendar round and the long count. So the long count actually predicts the 2012 end of the world on December 21st.
Do you know anything about the Mayans? Yeah, the civilization.
I used to in high school.
Did you forget about them? Did they become lost?
I didn't forget about them. I just don't remember what I learned in high school.
Oh, okay. Well, they were like very spiritual, and they had these calendars. Have you heard about their calendars? Do you know anything about the calendars?
They're very accurate. I remember that.
Accurate. Okay. Okay. Do you think they predict the end of the world in 2012?
Yeah, didn't they predict that?
Yeah. Well, actually, they were used just for like ceremonies, religious ceremonies. Like they predicted like what they would do for everyday life. Maybe I should ask them.
What do you know about the Maya?
About the Maya? Built lots of temples. So the world's gonna end 2012. That's about all I know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about their calendars?
About their calendars? I know they're different. And they predicted the end of the world.
So the long count is the one that predicted the end of the world. So that's December 21st, 2012, the apocalypse. So you better get ready.
I'm preparing. I'm preparing.
Well, go in peace. Punapu. Bless you.
Unabuku.
And here's a crystal to keep your spiritual health and carry.
Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
About the Mayans.
I know that Cortez went over there in the early 1500s and ruthlessly conquered them and held the leader hostage of Mayan civilization. And it was really sad because this was according to a non-fiction novel. Where Cortez went to Cuba and then he went to the Mayan civilization, and it was just a really bad thing because Mayan was really well advanced despite all this stuff. I actually just did a report on Raquel.
We watched that for class.
Yeah, and despite all the hellish activity or really crazy stuff going on in there, they were truly advanced civilization, and a lot of the irrigation systems, there's a lot of the things to remember, but I'm pretty sure this fact that their calendars very accurately portrayed, and that's what I know. That's some of what I know.
Okay. Do you know why they became a lost civilization?
Yeah, I mean, the Spanish conquistadors just going in, you just completely wrecked the whole situation. I mean, the mines were open. When you think about, a group, sacrificing people, they were open to the conquistadors primarily because they thought they were gods, but I really feel even more so because it's just a human aspect. It's a human, people coming over, regardless of if you cut people's heads off in sacrifices or whatever you do, you're going to be welcoming other people who are coming from, who don't look like you, out of fear or just out of the kindness of your heart.
Did you know that the Mayans actually had different kinds of calendars? They had like 3 different kinds?
I believe I did know. I went to Cancun because able to. I didn't go into too much of that because it's more like the general tourism stuff, and I don't like that. I didn't take a serious historical study of it. But I'm pretty sure I've come across that, but I don't remember as of right.
Yeah, they had the hog, the tune, and the silkskin.
Yeah.
And then they had the long count, which is what predicts 2012.
Yes.
And that's all you need.
All right.
Thank you.